Oh, hello everybody. I didn't even see you there. Welcome to Okies Eden. Today's an exciting day. First year that I have grown pumpkins in my garden here at Okies Eden. And what I have is a pumpkin that is soon to become pumpkin puree. I've never made pumpkin puree, so stick around and let's see how this turns out. So I have researched pumpkin puree, and what I found out is, like anything else, there's about 50 billion gazillion recipes out there or how-tos on how to do it. General consensus is I chose 2 temperatures, and then I'll just start marking time at about 40 minutes. What they all claim to do is to cut the stalk from the pumpkin, halve the pumpkin, take the seeds and all of the mush out of the center of the pumpkin. Then you flip each half onto my baking tray. I'm using 2 different temperatures. Many say 350 is the majority. A few say 375, and even less say 400. I think 400 is going to be too much because some of them are talking for up to an hour. I think 350 and 375 are the safer bet. So stick around as I try and figure out what is my best choice here for carving up this pumpkin to make my pumpkin puree. So stick around. So we are back, everybody. And so what I would do in the future was, this one was 350, okay? This took about an hour and a half at 350 to get to where the skin is, fork tender. 375 took about an hour and 15 minutes, and you can see it actually pulled away easier. So I, in the future, will do 375. I would probably cut these again, so they'd be in 4 pieces, and then probably cover them with foil at 375 for an hour, and then check them, and I think that would work really well. So this one was 350 for an hour and a half. This was 375 for about hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. You can see that, if you can see in the video, they are steaming. They just came out of the oven. So I'm gonna give them 20, 25 minutes. You have to let them set for a little bit. Then I'll flip them over, come back, and we will spoon out the flesh. And then I'll either use my blender here, or I'll do it with a fork and see how easily it mashes with a fork. See you in a few minutes. Okay, so here we go. Look at the caramelization, and it is very sweet. I've already tried some. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just scoop. You can see how easy that's scooping. And I'm just going to be putting it in my little dish here, this little bowl. But that is, just look at that peel off the flesh, off the skin. Let me do this. There. I think it's about 2 cups. Might have got a little skin in that one. Nope, I did not. I think it's 2 cups for pumpkin pie, I believe. So this one pumpkin will easily give me 2 cups of puree. But look at that, that is just peeling out like a baked potato. No problems whatsoever. And I'm here, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't do this on camera, but People always wonder what to do with pumpkins. Pumpkins taste a lot like sweet potato. That's why you can have sweet potato pie, is really, really good. Segue, hopefully next year I'm going to grow some sweet potatoes. I've been wanting to, and I've had people ask me about it. I have not in the past. I've always just done white potatoes. But look at this. That's easily going to be almost 2 cups just from that half. This was not a large pumpkin. This was one of the actual smaller pumpkins, but. So that one Look at that. Look at that. So I'm gonna, just like I said, I'm gonna attempt just a fork. This is so mushy and easily mashed. I don't think I'm gonna waste the time, because when I make my pumpkin pie, I'll do a video on that next, newsflash, that's coming up. With this stuff this week, I'm going to make a crust tomorrow, I think, if I get a chance. I'm gonna make a couple crusts, and then I'm gonna make a pumpkin pie with my puree. I just have to figure out what I wanna do for seasonings, because you know, puree, when you buy it in the store, is already seasoned. And I'm trying to get some of the caramelized in there because, as you know, caramelization is flavor. Well, that is delicious. I'm telling you right now, farm to table, if you can do it, is the way to go. I'm gonna call that done. The skins, look at that. The skin is very sweet also, but look at that. That's all gonna go in the garden. That's all gonna be compost in a little while. All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother with the food processor in this. What I'm going to do, this is just gonna go in the fridge overnight. I will season it tomorrow morning. So one pumpkin, I'm gonna guess, that one little pumpkin there got me, probably yielded, I'm gonna say, probably 2.5 to 3 cups is my guess. And I'm going to be freezing this. I'm going to be sealing it in a vacuum sealer. 2 cups at a time, enough for a pie. I'll figure out exactly what I want for my pies. But I was going to season it when I did that, but I'm not going to do that now, because if this was to become bisque or pumpkin bread, then I would not want that seasoning in there, because the soup will be seasoned differently, the bisque soup, and the pumpkin bread will get seasonings while I make the pumpkin bread. So I don't want to over season, so it'll be seasoned every time I take it out of the freezer. Okay, so with that said, there is my pumpkin puree. Farm to table pumpkin puree. From that pumpkin, I will probably get a pie and a half, 2 pies. I will get pumpkin seeds to roast and some to set aside to dry to grow for next year. And, of course, compost. Stay tuned for the pumpkin pie episode coming up. And then stay tuned, because I believe today or tomorrow is my sugar pumpkin seeds arriving here at Okies Eden, and I'm gonna do a whole series on that. You guys have a great day.